It's BuMpY-isms frozen pizza reviews.
Today on Bumpy Road Frozen Pizza Review, I've got the original Tombstone pizza. This one's a 4 meat. It says 1/4 pound of cheese, bold and zesty sauce, full on flavor. Since 1962. I didn't know they've been around for that long. Anyways, yeah. It's made with real cheese. That's always good. You don't want that plastic shit. Anyways, let's take this out of the package and see what it actually looks like. Okay, so here it is out of the package. Let's lift. Okay. No, well, there's a pepperoni stuck there. I'll have to take that off. But yeah, not looking too bad. I'll move some of these pepperonis around. The oven is already preheated to 400. So this is ready to go in. I mean, it kind of looks like the little plastic, or not plastic, there's a piece of ham too. Gotta get that over here. That's a good spot for it. I don't know. Let me just move these pepperonis around. Make it look good. I'll get this in the oven, and we'll be back to see what it looks like when it's done. It says 20 minutes at 400, about 6 to 8 inches from the bottom. So I'm going to cook it how I cook it. I may even do the broil thing, unless the top's already looking nice. All right, so here we are with the Tombstone after it came out of the oven, and it actually took like maybe about 19 minutes total to cook this thing for it to look like this, which is, I didn't broil it or anything. It just it looked so good. I'm just I'm stopping it. So after 19 minutes at 400 degrees, the crust looks nice underneath. It's a thin crust pizza. It's got the golden kind of thing happening around the edges here. The cheese is melted. It smells nice. It looks nice. This is actually pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and cut into this one. That's nice and crisp. Wow. This is a cheap pizza as well. I mean, my camera angles are shit, but I mean, it doesn't pull off all cheesy like they show on the. I mean, there's one cheese strand, but yeah, this looks absolutely amazing. It smells nice. I can't wait to get into this one, and you know how I do it here. Eat the whole fucking pie. All right, so we have a little bit of a different setup here for tonight. Didn't want to disturb the wife by going into the dining room. She's out in the living room. So, but yeah, this pizza, the Tombstone pizza, I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. Some aromas on this thing, if I can get it. Oh yeah, you can smell, I mean, there's a little zip to the sauce. Getting the pepperoni. The ham is coming through. It has a pretty decent smell. The crust looks decent. I've yet to bite into this, and I'm kind of dying to do so. So let's do it. Alright, so first bite impressions. I didn't do anything funny with cooking this one. I cooked it just based off looks, basically, but following the standard procedures of what the pizza said to do. It's got a crisp crust. It's a nice crackery crust. There is a little bit of a zestiness to the sauce, like they say on the packaging. I'm getting the different meats and stuff like that. There is a little bit of a funky flavor with the meats, but I'm gonna continue eating this first slice here and just trying to figure it all out. All right, I'm pretty much done. I'm down to my last bite here of the first slice. Yeah, the sauce isn't too bad on this. The crust is nice. It is a crackery, crunchy crust. But yeah, it kind of brings that crackery, crisp flavor to it. There's kind of a slight kind of, I don't know, crackery flavor to it. Some of that cookedness comes through the baked cracker flavor. It's not bad. I did drop a little bit of the ham off and then on the plate, and I picked up just a bit of the ham. That brings a nice smokiness to it. It's like a smoky ham flavor. That's not bad at all. Pepperoni, I don't really know much about. On the other slice, I might just pick off like the different meats and just kind of see individually how they taste. This is a cheap ass pizza. This is on like the level of like the Jacks and the Tonys and stuff like that. And so far, I'm pretty damn impressed with the first slice here, how it looks and the flavor. And I've been able to just eat through this. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a few more slices and just eat it off camera and decipher some more notes on it and get back to you with the final slice. Alright, so here we are with the final slice. So what I did notice, I did take off each piece of meat from the other slices. We'll start with the pepperoni. It's not too bad. It's not the best pepperoni I've ever had. It's not the worst. It definitely has a kind of porkiness to it with some salinity, a little bit of salt. The ham is the star of the show, I will say that. It's smoky. It's a nice ham. That's awesome. If you a Hawaiian pizza with Tombstone, I think would be out of the park with that smoky ham. The sausage, it always seems to come down to the sausage. The sausage always seems to give off some weird flavor notes. Sausage on this isn't super bad. It's not like giving me metallic type notes, but it does tend to have a little bit of a funky flavor. There's some different seasonings in there. It's almost something that maybe simulates a little bit like a star anise, a little bit black licorice type note. But yeah, there's tons of sausage, mostly sausage. So you get rid of the sausage, this pizza would be much better. The sauce on this, it's not the worst sauce in the world. It's definitely not the best sauce in the world. It's got some spice to it. It's flavorful. It still tastes kind of like cheap pizza sauce, but they've redeemed it quite a bit. The cheese isn't coming off super bad. It's 100% real cheese after all. Yeah, and I mean the looks of the pizza came out looking wonderful, almost picturesque. Besides the slice that has all the cheese, that's just that's just fake, basically. Crust looks really good. It's crisp. It's nice. It's got this kind of almost buttery, crackery, crisp flavor to it. Some of the darker, almost caramelization to the crust type thing starts to happen. You kind of like toasted, crackery type flavor note. So I'm going to continue to eat this last slice here, and if I notice anything different, but I'll kind of let you know where this pizza falls for me on the pizzas that I've had for these frozen pizza reviews. Alright, so we're down to the last bite, basically, maybe the last two bites of this last slice of this Tombstone, meat lovers. Where does it fall for me? I mean, I will revisit some of these cheaper ones. I still haven't done a Jack's, so I don't know what exactly a Jack's is going to bring, but like Tony's, just the lower level frozen pizzas, the cheapest of the cheap frozen pizzas. So far, this Tombstone is king of the cheap pizzas. So much good stuff going for it. It actually even beats out, I would say, some of the kind of mid-range price pizzas, the pizzas that are in that like $6 to $7 range. And this is down there in that $2 to $3 range for this pizza. So this is definitely a winner. As far as like filling up a family, though, that's where it kind of has a downfall. It doesn't seem to be super filling. It is a thinner crust. I think they did a pretty good ratio, though, with their cheese sauce, toppings, and crust. Just kind of, everything kind of matches. But as far as like filling you up, probably have to buy a couple of these pizzas for family night. One pizza is definitely not going to do it, I would say. Maybe calorie wise, sure, but American belly wise, no. Anyways, yeah, a fantastic buy, I would say, for the price on this pizza. Tombstone, you guys, fucking rocking it. Can't wait to try just their cheese on this one, and just let that sauce and cheese and crust shine. So, cheers. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next frozen pizza review.